Yes, out of my muna kwaba edoba platform we so host nanaje and I want me edi ahyiamu no adofo edi na sie sesiam ne mo kase enye fadi agro e wo this side what I say and John Dramani Mahama nso no enye fadi agro edi na ato no stay tuned edanhyehyie bi mu ne ade e koso na ye hye na se wo this side nso no emfa emamoen
with you respect President Mahama a lot. I won't hide you. I respect him. But to be honest, in terms of the security issues, there has been a huge failure. There has been a huge failure with regards to security issues in Boku. And the problem is, I am from the health background. And CJ, in health, if you are not able to diagnose a problem properly, you cannot treat it. So the problem has been misdiagnosed. And that is why, because Cliff Zavoka is a member of the Council of State, they advise the president. And they have advised the president that the reason why there is problem in Boku is because the Nairi has enskined the chief. That is their diagnosis of the problem.
And on that, he feels the Nairi has no right to install a chief.
CJ, he in his capacity as what? Is he a court of law? That is why I'm saying he should go and assert his right. As of now, that's why I told you, in Ghana, if you see that someone does something that is against the law, you can't just say that this person and you want to fight that person. No, everybody is innocent. So the action of the Nairi is customary. If you think that he has erred, what you are supposed to do is that the Constitution gives you frameworks. Don't just sit down and say you have been guaranteed by the law. No, because I've told that in '79 we did that and obtained a high court order to restrain Avoca's client. We did that. And Avoca advised his client to enskin a rival chief. Today he's fighting that someone has enskinned a rival chief. Where is the consistency? We didn't fight. That's why I'm telling you that, look, in Ghana, we need to know that we have come of age. Taking up arms to fight because of chieftaincy or because someone has done something customary is very wrong. If you think the person has erred and you think you are on the side of law, nothing prevents you from taking the law, from going to seek your right. But to sit back and want the government to act for you. No, the government cannot interfere in chieftaincy matters. That would make the matters even worse. All the government can do is to make sure that, look, you said you are the one who has been backed by the law. Go and then assert your right at the appropriate forum. And that is what they are afraid of.
Okay, but Doc, the reason I asked if you have that belief that the president has that political will is because of a statement he made when he was in opposition, that anytime the MPP is in power, the conflict in Boku escalates. Now the NDC is in power. The reason I am believing that maybe he has that political will to end the conflict in Boku. You agree?
So that is where the problem is, politics. And you see, I've kept on telling you that mixing politics with chieftaincy matters is a problem. Let me tell you what actually happened, and the president failed because that statement they made in opposition, look, they heightened tensions. And that is what has caused this failure. They were advised by the people of people like Klikus Avoka and Mahama Ayarga. You know, in opposition, they told they played politics to it and told the Kusas that, you know, Boku area politically, generally politically in the Boku area, the Kusasis are more aligned to the NDC. And then the Mamprusis are aligned more to the NPP.
Okay.
So when the troubles were going on, the NDC sadly thought that they wanted to make political capital out of it. So the likes of Klikus Avoka, Honorable Mama Ayarga, they all promised the Kusasis that when their government comes into power, they will do their bidding for them. That is what they just told them clearly. So they promised them all these things, that they would do this for them, do this for them, do this for them, help them to do this, even help them to get a regime. But they have come to power and they have seen that the reality, they need to also tread a bit cautiously. You know, so now we have the Court of Appeal judgment protecting our chief. But the Kusasis are insisting that the president should go and then arrest our chief. And it will be difficult for the president to do that for them, but he can't tell them. Now, what Avoca and Co are trying to let him do is that they want to clear off this mediation and find a way, a political will for him to go and then arrest our chief. That is the basis of whatever they are doing, just to fulfill the political campaign. And who would resist that in Ghana here? would resist it because we are citizens of Ghana. And the chief was born and bred in Boku. His father's the same, his grandfather's the same, and it traces up to the 17th century. If you had a political promise that when you come, you arrest him, and you come and you see that the circumstances are different, just advise Christopher Boku and look, you are seasoned lawyers. Go and assert your rights in the proper forum.
Okay.
But we as government cannot interfere. So that's the problem. They made promises when they were in opposition. But unfortunately, you know, the Kusasis are now holding them to the promises that they made. And that is why we are here. Now, as I speak to you, Honorable Mahama, who is the MP of Boku, he cannot go to Boku because they made those promises and then they are now, how long? I think we are almost closing the year. Those promises have not been to be honest, I respect President Mahama a lot. I won't hide you, I respect him. But to be honest, in terms of the security issues, there has been a huge failure. There has been a huge failure with regards to security issues in Boku. And the problem is, I am from the health background. And CJ, in health, if you are not able to diagnose a problem properly, you cannot.
Yes, I don't force what you say. Not just a wasting it in summer. That means say I'm Mahama. Oba edi ne ekoso oboko edanse hye ne ade ade no. Enye fadi agro so what you say. I na yen sanfa video ba kon ode side.
Oye galamse, oye galamse, oye galamse, kuma mama ye. Choboy.
Say what you say. Mahama ye galamse se die Mahama bokun toko awantimi an stop it. Sebe ena galamse enso a Mahama omu dzinam omasate hu gold board nyina. Na just say NDC ne de afu we ne de omo ba ye ne de omo ba pa so what you say. Omo ba purposely for galamse any o man say because so hwe ne yekoso ya Bokufo tirema Mahama disappoint to omo afempo di adane dance hye ne ade ade edanya ne atwaja atum ahemfie ne ejadam police station ne ejadam so what you say enti Mahama disappoint to omo totally drastically Mahama omo hu so omo ni ne omunie ni daso Mahama disappoint to omo so what you say ai na just wenzen nzama every day as na ba bontia ena ede dwumade ne besi ndo bi ara se besi bi makra mo bye bye.